Hi, and welcome back to the Secret of the Game course. We are talking about becoming status and arbitrage aware. So one of the big things that we have to realize is the the nature of our ego is arbitraging ego. And what that means is it's basically always seeking incrementally more value, right? One of the indicators of incremental more value is status. Okay, so you can think of it as a proxy for the arbitrage as status, because that's how the arbitraging ego thinks. So one of the things we have to do is, if we want to optimize relative to girls that have their arbitraging ego seeking incremental advancement in the form of status, we need to become high status intelligent people, right? So in order to do so, we first have to become status and arbitrage aware, and that's just what we talked about here. So the introduction to status and arbitrage awareness, status intelligent development, we've already talked about that, is being aware of how these decisions in terms of her behavior are actually being made as arbitrage opportunities taken advantage of. Okay, so this involves recognizing the impact of assumptions on status and the importance of challenging and controlling these assumptions in social interactions. We'll talk about that later in terms of frame control and stuff. But acknowledging the role of assumptions shaping status dynamics, building the status intelligent operating system, we already talked about that. So the big thing is, she has an arbitraging ego. That's how her actual sexual decisions are made, and they're made relative to your appearance of status in her eyes. Remember, status is girl specific relative to the feelings that you can give her. So she's looking for those feelings, that high status man, and she's continuously scanning for his level of status intelligence. So we need to have status awareness. And how does status awareness translate to you? Well, we need to upgrade the wardrobe. You know, we need to look the part, because if you don't look the part, you're going to be categorized as low SI, and you're not going to get in the alpha rotation. Okay, if you look embarrassing to her friends, or look like a guy she can't show her friends that are high SI women to, you are going to be immediately categorized as either friend zone material, courtship, or just, not even on her radar. Okay, so taking practical steps to enhance status awareness by upgrading your wardrobe choices, such as shopping at stores like H&M, Zara, for fashionable and contemporary clothing. This is the role of appearance in signaling status or high status intelligence. Okay, high SI communication versus low SI communication. There's a difference in communication, behavior, beliefs, taking proactive measures to eliminate low SI traits and consciously adopt high SI for a model interaction. And then building your social circle with other high SI people, such as finding wings that are social companions that you can go out with. You can find them at the gym or other venues, and always be improving your social circle, because you never know who you're going to meet, through who you know. And then how this relates to Western dating and cultural considerations is exploring the evolution of Western dating towards a transactional model with thrill-seeking, status climbing, and optimization for transactional interactions. Once again, we just need to be aware of that and be able to optimize relative to it. And then the importance of arbitrage awareness, understanding the nature of how her ego led her to a Western dating style, which is that transactional thrill seeking, which is actually just her authentic ego going after incremental more value. And that's what the West has gone. It's just gone totally transactional. So you just have to be aware of that. So those are, that's the lesson for becoming status and arbitrage aware. We need to understand her ego, how she makes her decisions based upon status, and we need to become status aware accordingly. Thanks, guys.